Hey everyone, this is Vincent Fitzgerald, Psychotherapist, with a mental health moment for parents whose children are experiencing cutting behavior or other behaviors that are self-harming. Specifically, those behaviors would be skin pulling or hair pulling or even burning, and specifically cutting. One of the questions that I'm asked most is, how can I get my child to talk to me? What is happening? What can I do? Why won't this behavior change? And I think parents are most often most focused on how their children are going to change their behavior. One of the things I do first is to focus on parents changing their own behavior. And what I mean by that is changing their responses to children who are self-harming. So for example, a client from recent memory told me that if he expresses the urge to cut or a thought about cutting or cuts, his mom will immediately threaten to take him to the emergency room, have him committed, and have the hospital take over. And I do understand that that's an anxious response for parents. I mean, parents want to get the behavior under control as soon as possible and will do anything they can to kind of get things under control. But in reality, that doesn't do much to bridge the relationship gap between parents and children. So one of the things I first suggest in therapy is for parents to change the way they react and respond to their children. For example, creating a safe space for kids to express themselves and to express their urges to self-harm. If parents can be a little more receptive to ask questions along the lines of, well, tell me your thoughts, tell me some of the things that you're feeling that are making you want to do this, try and exhibit more of an understanding approach, children might feel a little bit safer going to their parents. So in the end, the change really begins with the way parents are reacting and responding, not necessarily with just getting children to stop their behaviors. Remember, when kids are cutting, they're doing so because they want to feel something or they want to stop feeling something. And I do believe that one of the best ways to get them to feel something is to do that through the relationship process. And the only way the relationship process can be facilitated is through understanding and through open communication. So really with parents, I do believe it is we parents who need to make the initial change in order to help our kids make changes. This is Vincent Fitzgerald, Scribe Therapist. You can read more of my mental health writing at www.healingprose.com. That's HEALINGPROSE.com. You can also find me on Twitter at Scribe Therapist. Ask me any questions about mental health. I am happy to answer them. Be well and happy mental health.